movies from the Hollywood, and Hussein, some new content and some new idea which has come through you guys. This is altogether new for me also because Randy has directed a movie, that too a Kannada movie, which is through a Skype, is what the widespread word is all about. So I just wanted to know more about these details. So how did this concept happen, or how did this idea even came?
That's the idea of the movie or the Skype?
Yeah, like how did this all together happen? The story or the concept?
Right.
How did this movie even started?
Right.
Well, I had a story and I wanted to make a movie, and I needed a new team. And I knew Randy from before.
Okay.
I thought, I'll ask him if he was interested in directing it. Obviously, to come to Bangalore and direct it, that'd be cool. And the reason why I was contacting Randy was I was trying to mix Indian emotions and Indian culture with kind of American style of filmmaking. So that would be like such an awesome thing to have. And yeah, that was the plan until his visa got rejected. Yeah.
I mean, that was what intrigued me about the project, was the fact that the blending these things, and also the opportunity to travel and do films outside of my comfort zone and things like that. So yeah, no, that was exactly how it started. He sent me the initial script and kind of fleshed out some ideas and things like that, and yeah, just kind of the ball just started. It never stopped.
Yeah.
It hasn't stopped since, really. Because it just kind of worked, it just kind of worked. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of frustration with the visa thing. It was very touch and go for a bit there, and getting rejected twice, and we were a week away from shooting, and we were like, had all this prep. It's like we just can't stop. We got to keep going. We just can't wait. It's like everyone's ready. All the actors, the wardrobe, locations, like so. And this was, before Zoom, so Skype was kind of the only game in town. And I remember you guys did some tests out here to see what was going to be the best way to go. It was Google Hangout and...
Oh, yeah, but Skype was the best.
The best one, yeah.
And you used to have those dongles those days.
Yeah,
dongle.
Yeah, so when we were shooting, they would put the camera monitor in front of a laptop, right? And then I would be watching it from home, and overnight too, because I was on the opposite schedule. I'd be on my computer watching it and making notes and things like that. So, and then sometimes the internet wouldn't work so well, so they'd have to go out and shoot it, and then they would record the take on their phones and then WhatsApp it to me, and I would have to make notes. So it was kind of one of those kind of processes that we eventually had to learn to live with, And I had a very detailed shot list that I would give the DP and the ADs, and kind of what I was looking for. And then when I get pictures of the locations, I have all these drawings. I still have them to this day. I keep everything. I have all these blueprint drawings of the locations and like where I'd like to stage the actors and the cameras and blah, blah, blah. I would take a picture of that on my phone and I would send it to the AD or the DP. And so that was kind of the process that we kind of developed doing it, over the time that we did it. And how many days? It was like 60 shooting days? I don't even remember.
It was like 45, I think.
Was it something like that? Yeah. So yeah, that was a process. Eventually it was a well-oiled machine, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, at some point. But yeah, it was still, there were moments, I think there was one scene we were doing and it just started pouring down rain, and it was like, we just had to stop.
God, yeah.
For the night.
No, but we actually shot in that rain.
Well, not the one that you at the house, but I thought there was another one that there was like a tsunami or something came in.
And then the Kannada Band was there, the Karnataka Band was there.
That time I remember, there was this Kaveri issue which happened, right?
And we got stuck in the middle of a shoot.
Yeah.
And all that happened.
Yeah, and I'm, unfortunately, I'm just sitting on the other side of the world, like wondering what's going on and not being in the thick of it.
Why would you want to be in the middle of it?
Because to experience the whole thing, you know what I mean? I wanted to experience the whole thing. I mean, yeah, I'm lucky. I'm sitting in my air-conditioned apartment or whatever, like sipping coffee, just kind of waiting to hear back from them,
We had a beautiful team, though.
Yeah, they were all right on top.
All the new kids on the team.
Yeah,
they were so supportive.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Evelyn Cardoso, right, our costume designer. I'll never forget this, scene that I saw. It was like we were in the outskirts and we're doing this bike scene, and there's no electricity there. She connected the iron to the generator, and she was ironing my clothes, and it's like, wow, man, supportive gang.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everyone was really supportive.